Welcome back into the channel, my friends. It's your boy, Steve from Straight Fire Picks, back with the best bets from Major League Baseball here for you today on Friday, May 30th, 2025. MLB player props, run lines, totals, NRFIs here for you today. 3 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get this sweep.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cap made now. Straight fire.
As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Let's have a great day in baseball today. It was a fantastic day yesterday. Hopping right into a recap from yesterday. We ended up going 2-1 plus 2.67 units. Absolutely massive day in baseball. Had plus value all over the card yesterday, and it worked out great for us. So we had a hit parlay with Brandon Lowe, James Wood, and Alec Boehm. That was plus 222. That cashed. So love to see that. So that was a big hit, obviously, there for us. Then we had the under 17.5 outs on Shane Baz parlay with Altuve base hit. We said Altuve would probably be a big reason. Baz would go under, and it was just that. That was the case. In the 6th inning, it was, I believe, 3-2 heading into the 6th, and we needed Baz basically to not make it all the way through the 6th. Altuve leads off the inning with a home run to tie the game at 3, and then we end up getting another base runner, and they pulled him at the 17-out mark. So we ended up absolutely clutch cash there from the Astros and from Altuve. Love to see it, guys. So great value on those 2 plays. That was plus 155 for that parlay. So absolutely fantastic cashes there. Our only miss of the day was the Braves. Phillies over 4.5 in the first 5 innings of Game 1. There was 3 runs in the first 5 innings. 2 grounded into double plays. 2 caught stealings in the first 5 innings. And then the 6th inning came and an explosion of runs. So I felt like we were actually on the right side of that. Every other bet I would have taken in that game hit. You guys remember I mentioned the Phillies team total in the first 5 innings over. That cashed. Smith-Shawver going under and outs. That was another one I looked at, and he got pulled pretty early in that game. Yeah, it's one of those things, guys. I think that was just a bit unlucky. I didn't really have a problem with it. It's just one of those things. Could have had a massive, massive day yesterday if we could have just gotten 2 more runs. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. That's okay, though, guys. Still a very productive day in baseball yesterday. Like I said, almost up 3 units yesterday. That's one of our better days in baseball this year. So I will take it gladly. So as far as our comment cappers, though, we had Free Thinker calling the hits, runs, RBIs parlay with Bichette and Guerrero. That cashes pretty easily there at plus 145. Justin McKelvey calling the Braves team total over 3.5 runs in Game 1. That cashes as well. And then got to get the bag calling the hits, runs, RBIs parlay at plus 119. Actually, for our 3 guys, Alec Boehm, Brandon Lowe, and James Wood. That cashes as well. So we were synced up on that one. Love to see it. So great call outs there from our comic cappers, guys. We love to see it. Let's have another big day today in baseball. Super excited to get after it today. So one other quick announcement, guys. Make sure you guys check out the pinned comment and the description for any links you need here at the channel. Merchandise, membership, social media links, all that's down below in the pinned comment and the description. 2 different spots to find that. With membership, you get access to all of our picks and our plays early, a couple hours in advance of the video, and it's a pretty good value there overall. So, like I said yesterday, guys, I'm doing my best to get these videos out to you on time, on schedule, keeping the line moving. So let's have a big day today. Super excited to get after it. So getting right into our picks here at number 1, we got the Athletics and the Blue Jays NRFI bet here. No run first inning, minus 110 odds here on Bet Rivers, risking a unit here. So we got Springs going to the mound for the Athletics, 5-3, 3.97 ERA, 1.22 WHIP so far this season. So he's been obviously pretty fantastic there. Chris Bassett, pretty consistent overall, right? Year in, year out. He's 4-3 with a 3.38 ERA, a 1.32 WHIP this season. Coming off a fairly bad start versus the Rays last time where we actually faded him to success. He was on the road, though. So he's at home, which makes a big difference in this bet. And here, guys, the Blue Jays 27th in first inning run production at home. Athletics 23rd in first inning run production on the road. So the reason I looked at the splits, because I was like, man, the Athletics numbers are going to be probably skewed because they play in a AAA park at home. So they're going to have a lot of run production at home just in general. So wanted to look at how they did on the road, and obviously you guys can see they are bottom 10, which just fits the bill for what I look for in a NRFI. You got 2 sub-4 ERA pitchers here on both sides, and then you got first inning run production in the bottom 10 in their respective splits. So the Blue Jays at home and the Athletics on the road. So those are all factors I look for. And then you look at the value, minus 110. That's something that you're looking at there. Obviously, a lot of NRFIs can be juiced, especially when you get these type of factors. Like minus 140, minus 150. I would not mess with those. Minus 110, love the value there. And really up to minus 120, I think that's pretty good as well. Even minus 125. But really going beyond that, I'm not going to lay that type of juice. So love the spot here for both these pitchers, guys. I think they're going to have a great chance here to get this done. Yesterday's game between these two teams, 12-0 Blue Jays. So the Athletics didn't even score yesterday. So they're probably going to score at some point today. It's probably not going to be 12-0. But, obviously you can make an argument that the Athletics are going to come out swinging in the first inning. And, well, they should be coming out swinging in every inning. I don't think that's going to make a difference. But I love, like I said, I love both pitchers in this spot. I think they both are going to have a good chance here to get through the side. And super excited to see this one play out. So, love it there for our number 1 pick, guys. We got the Athletics and the Blue Jays. NRFI bet here. No run first inning. Minus 110 odds on Bet Rivers. Okay, and at number 2, we got Matt Olson. Over 1.5 bases here for the Atlanta Braves. Plus 125 odds on ESPN Bet. Risking a unit here. So yesterday, guys, Olson hit this line in both of those games of that doubleheader there versus the Phillies. So we like seeing that. He went 3 for 9 at the plate, hitting a couple extra base hits. So we'd love to see that, guys, hitting that over there. He's over this mark in 8 of his last 11 games overall. So that's obviously pretty terrific there, including 3 for his last 3 versus the Boston Red Sox in that stretch. So the Braves had a 3-game set versus the Red Sox earlier, a little while ago, and he cashed in every game versus the Red Sox. Well, I think he's going to have a great chance to do so once again. He's up against Lucas Giolito of the Red Sox pitcher. He's a career 7 for 13 off of him with 4 home runs. So he really stood out as far as in today's batters I was looking at versus pitchers. He's, by far had the best numbers. As far as his slugging is like 1.4 versus this guy. And he's got pretty, enough history versus him. 13 at-bats, so you like seeing that. If this gets to the bullpen, Red Sox 14th in bullpen ERA. So Red Sox bullpen certainly hittable, especially I think here on the road. The fact that this is at home for Olson, he hasn't hit his bases prop very well at home this year. I'll be honest about it. But with the way he's rolling right now at the plate, I think he can come back home and he can keep that momentum going. And obviously, this Braves offense has a little bit more protection now with Acuna back. So they really have to pitch to this guy. Whereas maybe you can make a case they could try and pitch around a guy like this, especially, the lefty versus righty matchup, which is typically pretty advantageous for the batter here of Olson. So I think here this is a great spot here for Olson, with the great history off the starter, coming off of 2 games yesterday where he cashed, coming back home, and Giolito should be a bit uncomfortable on the road. He's actually been pretty good on the road though so far. He's still allowing the batting average on the road, but his ERA is actually below 3 on the road, which is a little surprising. But I don't expect that to hold. The numbers are still pretty light on Giolito, meaning the history. He's had his struggles over the last few years. I expect him to get back to struggling. Struggled specifically versus this Braves lineup. Very tough lineup to deal with. So, love it there for our number 2 pick, guys. We got Matt Olson over 1.5 bases here for the Atlanta Braves. Plus 125 odds on ESPN Bet. Okay, and finally at number 3, this is another one of our famous out hit parlays. We got Framber Valdez under 18.5 outs for the Astros, parlayed with Brandon Lowe to get a base hit for the Tampa Bay Rays, plus 140 odds on Fanatics. So I love the value of these plays, guys. I've really had a lot of fun playing these. We've had a lot of success in the outs market. So obviously I've been making it a point to make sure we find our favorite outs market of the day. And Valdez really stood out because, first of all, his line's at 18.5. Any pitcher to go over 18.5 outs is pretty wild for a line. Not many pitchers get that type of respect. Obviously, Valdez here, one of the ones getting it. Tariq Skubal normally has an 18.5 line because of, obviously what he's capable of or more. Valdez here, though, I think in a pretty tough spot to pitch into the 7th inning in this one. He's under in 6 of his 11 starts this season. 4 or 6 starts at home he's gone under. He's up against the Rays lineup that's actually been pretty solid versus left-handed pitching of late. They're 2nd in WRC plus versus left-handed pitching over the last 15 games. So obviously they're pretty good for us. The Rays are also 9th in walk percentage for the season versus left-handed pitching. So you talk about racking up the pitch count on Valdez. I think the Rays might be able to do that here. They have enough capable bats in this lineup. And I think they can at least, get him out after 6. Valdez could actually pitch great, and we can still cash. But like I said, I think this Rays lineup could give him trouble. They have great lineup history versus him. This lineup their history versus him is on the plus side of 300 batting average versus Valdez. So obviously like seeing that. And Brandon Lowe is a career 2 for 6 off of him. He's in the middle of that, which is why I wanted to take Brandon Lowe today. Brandon Lowe is one of the hottest hitters in baseball, so that's a big reason why I wanted to ride with Brandon Lowe. Whether this gets to the bullpen or off of Valdez. Obviously, you guys have seen he's gotten the hits off of Valdez before. He's riding a 12-game hitting streak right now, batting .375 over his last 15 games, 21 of 56 at the plate. You really can't do it much better than that. So obviously love seeing that. Once again, got the hit yesterday for us, which we'd love to see. Like I said, Valdez getting into the 7th inning, guys, I just don't see it in this spot. Versus some offenses, maybe. I would never play the over 18.5 outs. I don't think I'm that bold. But here versus the Rays, I just don't see him going 7 innings versus this Rays lineup. I think they're going to be able to get that pitch count up on him. And obviously, hopefully that can happen. That did not happen yesterday on Shane Baz. That's why that bet was so scary. A dude had like 11 pitches through like 2 innings. So we were in trouble in that bet before the Astros finally got to him in the 5th and the 6th innings. So hopefully we can get the Valdez early and not make this so sweaty. Brandon Lowe could get that hit out of the way in the 1st inning. We can feel good about that, get that base runner, because obviously this bet goes together. If Lowe gets a hit, it's even more likely that Valdez obviously goes under. So I like seeing that. So love that for number 3 pick, guys. You got Framber Valdez under 18.5 outs. Parlay with Brandon Lowe to get a base hit, plus 140 odds on Fanatics. All right, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Let's have a big day in baseball. Appreciate y'all. We did not have a good day in the NBA yesterday, but Major League Baseball definitely saved us yesterday. We made almost 3 units yesterday in baseball. So hopefully you have another big day today. I'm not doing the For the Sweep parlay today. We probably will run it again here soon. I just decided not to do it today. So you guys can take it. You can parlay all the picks if you want. I'm not doing so today. Just playing the straight. So, but I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time. Peace out.